Just enough time for a little quickie.
Drums. Bass.
So, your favorite
Headphones.
earphones aren't working properly. Either they're not working or they're sort of like intermittently working. Or this is a decent pair of earphones.
Headphones.
They fit well, they're comfortable, and they play well enough for my own needs. But the plug keeps breaking. So what I would do on several occasions, I solder on a 1/8 inch plug, such as, here's one. Here's the thing. I suspect the earphones were manufactured with these extremely flimsy wires intentionally. So people like us, you and me, we fix them up, and in some cases we enhance their performance. But this is more of a repair than anything else. Here's a diagram of how a stereo plug works, mostly. You've got these three conductors. One is at the tip. There's a ring halfway along the shaft, and the third conductor is also part of the sleeve. So, tip, ring, sleeve with non-conducting plastics separating the three. The tip conducts for the left speaker, the ring is right, and the sleeve is the common wire or the ground. Usually the tip is connected to a green or blue wire. The ring is red, and the ground is copper, sometimes bare, sometimes it has a clear coating, or it could be a white wire or something.
Nobody knows.
The tip and the ring's connectors are close to the center, or the core of the plug, while the sleeve often includes a clamp which relieves some of the strain from a pulled plug or pulled wire. Seen from the bottom, that's what the connector tabs look like, each separated by insulating plastic. And here are your earphones on a wearer with beady little eyes and a smug smile, left and right from his perspective, or else I would have to draw the back of his head. The wire goes through the left ear cup because most people are right-handed, I guess. So left, green,
Left.
red, right, and copper, ground. The left and left ground, and the right ground are usually paired somehow. Nope, that's not a comb over. Those are the two wires leading from the left ear cup junction to the right speaker. Just to clarify things a bit, that's how the earphones connect to the stereo plug. Doing this again, soldering another 1/8 tip onto this type of wire is pointless. I'll show you why.
Show us why.
The wire is so fragile that the least tug, it breaks off. And of course, these aren't always the highest quality, and my soldering also sucks.
Yes, it does.
So, what I will do in this case is, as I've done for another model, let me show you. Here's another pair of earphones I've had forever, and I love these. These are Panasonic RP-HT-X7. So, I opened this up after trying to fix it a couple of times. I got myself a sturdier wire. This wire comes with the plug, pre-installed. All it is an extension. This is like $5, but it's sturdy. And my connection, instead of being on the 1/8 tip here, is inside the ear cup. Let me show you.
Show us why.
I will be using the 6-foot extension, male to female, but I'm getting rid of this part here, and I'll just keep this, which seems to be pretty darn sturdy right now. So we'll get rid of the nylon cord. The nylon cord is used as just to give it a bit more strength. Very nice. Okay, that's what we want. Now, the thing is, with a lot of these decent type earphones, the cups can be slipped off. Look at that. And using, that is marker, using a little screwdriver. This one is Phillips or cross point. There we go. 3 screws. There. It's not press fit, it's not glued. It is held by 3 screws. This first ear cup serves as a junction box because the wire is reattached and goes to the next cup, and Also, our connections for the left side are right here. We'll take these screws off, take the wire out, notice where the connections are. So the first connector has the 2 grounds, and then blue for left. The red, right. Doesn't touch this here at all. So all it is, they just soldered the 2 wires together, going from the right cup into the junction of the left cup. And they put a bit of, I think it's glue or something to insulate it, to isolate it, I guess. These are the same screws, yeah, the same size. And a small plate. So I can cut the entire thing off here. Okay. There's a knot. Take some of the strain off, and I can just slip this right out. So this now is useless. New one, we'll slip it inside of this protector here. We'll run it in, further in. We'll also make a knot. Yeah. So this won't be able to be pulled out. We know that our white wire is our common or ground. What we need to do is remove the old common. Just snip this off here. That's blue. The old wire. We need to keep some of the red wire, because we'll connect our red wire to the one that crosses over to the right side.
I won't suggest that you take this as a step-by-step how-to guide. It's more of a glimpse, like an overview, than a series of actions to get you through. I don't think he knows what he's doing. Exactly.
So what is this?
What is it?
Usually inside the left cup, okay, you'll have whatever type of speaker that is. You'll have usually 2, let's go with 2 connectors to start with. One will be our ground coming in, and then also going to the right side. And since this is the left side, we'll have our wire for left. Sometimes there could also be a 3rd connector, and sometimes even more. This 3rd connector isn't connected to the left. This is the left, right? This is the left, right? This is the left speaker. What will happen is that this will only serve as a junction for the right speaker, and then it goes off to the right speaker with the ground for the right, and this of course is right, but this is isolated from this. So that's what's happening here. That's what we're doing here. That's our connection.
Ooh, yeah. This boy's been sniffing and huffing toxic fumes all night and day. I wouldn't trust these instructions or anything else he might have said. If your earphones break, you go out and buy some new ones. Don't waste your time and do what he did done. Ba-da-ba-boom.
So that's it. Connections are good. What I'll do is I will put a bit of hot glue just to hold the wires down and to isolate or insulate the connection of the right wire, which is just connected here together. But I gave it a quick try. It works well. Sometimes these repairs are really worth doing yourself instead of buying a new headset. As an example, this old Panasonic here I've had for many years. This used to have a sort of a plastic black vinyl covering, and it wore out completely, and now it's like an angel just covering my ears with her soft hands. And they're so comfortable, they're super light, they're sturdy, and I can't imagine why they'd ever wear out. The same thing with these here, with the Tascams. These were like 15 years ago, $75. They don't make these anymore. I had a client a couple of months ago. She had to change one of her convector type heaters. All it was a thermal fuse like this, which takes 15 minutes to change and costs $1.99. So the glue. Let me just put some glue here and then let's glue these down also. Hot glue here on the outside. That'll hold the wires in place. There you go. goodness.
Hot glue.
So let's reassemble this. There we go. Yeah, great thing about having magnetized tips on your screwdrivers to hold the screws in place while you maneuver them into the hole. Now this cup slides back on. See, there's a slot here. Perfect. Got a 6-foot cable. It's sturdy. It works. It's like brand new. And I'll have them for many years.
Many?
So, if you're testing your earphones or using earphones with your iPhone, of course, now you need the adapter, lightning adapter to 3.5 millimeter. What I do, I go to settings, accessibility, and then in hearing, there's a subcategory called audio-visual. There you'll find a balance control, and with that you'll be able to slide it to the left, the right, to see if you've got your connections done right. Oh, something else. Oh, look, this is from soldering. So, if you've got 3 sections on your plug, well, that's just a stereo. If you've got 2, it's a mono plug. If you've got 4, just make it look 3 and 4. Here's what is it? This remains the tip, the left. The right, you've got another ring. This is the microphone. And then you've got the ground, the common, the sleeve. So 4 sections, right? But this is the microphone. Tested these out. They work perfectly. Yeah, that's how you do it. That was good. Thank you.
Headphones.